Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here. Got a Cavalier difficulty, chapter 2.2 Mojo boss fights to share. First up, we are going to use Guillotine 2099. Guillotine and Warlock on the paths are just really awesome for this path, and I'm just kind of used to doing some of the fights with Guillotine for those flow wars, and it's all about doing those intercepts, draft back, power drain them, and yeah, so he's got some interesting nodes on him. He's got power alternator, which switches your power bar depending on who has more when that power meter thing is up. Healthy balance, which doesn't really affect any of the champs that I use with the max of 5-time heal block. Juke, which can help you, and then hard knock life, which can be a pain in the butt when you parry and get those disorients. So I'm just trying to not block. I do have my combo shield, or my combo up from entering this fight. Trying to not do those prompts, so I'm trying not to stun him. Now it's dodge a hit, which is I think one of the more difficult ones. I'm trying to block, but on the dodge hit I think you actually have to dex. It's not the dash back one, that's the harder one. So I'm trying not to dex. I don't do that, and then now it's just dash back, so I do complete that one. So now I just need to make sure I don't complete a prompt, or make a buff, which I do right there. Now it's charge a heavy attack. I'm just going to block that L2 and then just go back into intercepting. And yeah, this guy's going down pretty good. Haven't used a lot of the parry stuns, so I'm not getting those disorients. Now it's got the power bar use, and before that even comes up to be a concern, he gets knocked out. So that was super fast. That was actually a lot better than I thought it could go. I mean, you never really know with Mojo's prompts because they're random, and depending on which ones you get, they can just really suck. But that went well. So now we're gonna go in, and on this one, I thought I'd try something a little bit different, and I'm going in with Wasp. Now Wasp, her health is very low. She's got low block proficiency, but the one thing that she does have going for her is she hits like a freaking freight train, especially with the Havoc synergy, and she can get in passive stuns. So let's see if we can't get this dude down. We got a hold block, which is a very friendly prompt. I do some parries in here, so I do have that disorient. Now it's charge a heavy attack. I'm like, don't be charge a heavy, because that's how I get my damage in with Wasp. So I'm just trying to wait out that timer. I do get clipped by that L1. And then guess what? It's charge a heavy again, but he does the heavy, so it automatically completes that prompt. He's at 2 followers now. So I got to watch out for my buffs that I get. Luckily, the Havoc Fury that I get from the synergy is passive. And now it's end a buff, and so I have a Dex buff up. I do not want to hit him because I don't want to lose that. Otherwise, I'll get degened. So I'm just trying to wait this out. Now it's block a hit, and it's like right when that was coming up, I was just going to parry, and so I already lost that. So I'm getting degened. But I'm just gonna keep heavying him, and then his charge a heavy, and I think I charged that right before it came up, and now he charged his heavy, completed the prompt, and I'm gonna charge my mid combo into a special 2, light him up big time. He's got 5 power stings, and I was hoping that he would get stung, and he doesn't, and it's like, hey, stun him. So he's got the life field on. I'm just going to hit him again with an L1, finish him off. So even though I completed a lot of prompts and I got degened a few times, Wasp hits so hard, takes him out pretty much no problem. Could it have gone better? Yes. Could it have gone worse? Most definitely. But Wasp, I love using her. She's usually on my farm team, and I use her a lot to end quest stuff really fast. So next up, we're going to go in with my boy, rank 3, Human Torch. We're gonna flame on and burn this dude to the ground. And now in this fight, if I remember right, it got pretty sketchy because I was just like, I'm not even gonna worry about the prompts as much. And I think I got some fairly unfortunate prompts. So I was like, block a hit. Well, that's that, and then just dash back. Those are like the worst because those are pretty hard to work around generally. And now let's use a special attack. So I'm just trying not to hit him because I don't want him to get to a bar of power. And then it's another block a hit, and it's like, come on, you know? It's like, I want to be blocking hits. I want to be building up smolder. I'm doing my best to dance around, but then I block into him, which counts. That's the one thing with like Mojo's prompts. It's either you or him doing the action, doesn't matter. It will complete the prompt. So I'm degenning pretty good. I'm at 63%. He's at 18%. And then let's use a special attack. He's almost at special 3, so I don't want to hit him too much. And so I'm just waiting around. It's hold block. And I'm holding block because I want to block and not dex on that special and suck it up. I missed my in there. And now we're like, hey, we're head to head. This kind of sucks. And I get a nice little intercept there, and I throw off a special 1, and I think he's going to throw a special and kill himself. Nope, I get another intercept and kill him. So that was pretty close. Like, I was actually kind of a little bit worried when I was fighting that I was actually going to die, which I thought would be pretty funny because just like the prompts and everything, how they were lining up, it just didn't work very well. But I survived. So next up, we're going in with Blade. Blade is still an excellent champ. I'm going in with the full Trinity with Ghost Rider and Sparky. Get the full danger sense going on. And in this fight, I'm, even though you get that hard knock life where you get the disorient and you get the reduced defensive ability accuracy and block proficiency, I'm going to be doing lots of blocks and parries to get him to bleed. And I just need to make sure that I hold it down enough to where I don't take for granted that I will get the parry, because you can miss the parry. And then you do have the Juke node, and I believe I'm going to utilize that a little bit more to my advantage and try to build up those furies, which is going to build up my attack. So, and all you have to do is, end a 5-hit combo with a light, and then the next one end it with a medium, and then switch back to a light and a medium. So the first one I did was a light, and so now I need to end something with a medium, and I'm just kind of like waiting out some of these prompts. I hit him with a big L2, bleeding like a madman, and yeah, so far so good. He is beating me on the health, but Blade, he can regen. So we're gonna end. I think we ended that one with a light too. So now we lost that first fury, but I think from here on out, I am successfully alternating my combos and keeping that in mind. So there I got 2 furies, and then I think I'm gonna get 3 furies. You just gotta make sure that you keep on alternating. He's got a lot of power. He's gonna throw his special 2. I'm just blocking it, healing. And yeah, even though I got those disorients on, I'm just kind of holding steady, block, heal. It takes, you can eat a lot of that block damage. And then here I go up to 4 furies, and then the next combo I think I'm gonna go up to 5. And those furies are very helpful. And I think I'm going to end this very, very soon. And though I've been sitting around this 40% range, holding block, getting the regen, 7 furies, and boom, he's dead. So Blade still works. Blade is one of those trusty, reliable guys that fairly easy to use, very forgiving, and his damage output is really good against those villains with the full danger sense team. So that went pretty well. And then this is the last one, and who did I use? I think I was intending that I was going to use Void, and Void would be a great option for this fight. But but I think I go in with Archangel. And I'm just like, you know, I'm just gonna like spam heavy and see if I can just kill this guy fast with Archangel. So I apply some Mr. Fantastic debuffs that are gonna help control his power, and the debuff impact. And yeah, so we go in with AA, and even though you get the ability accuracy reduction, on this one, I'm pretty just certain I'm just parrying and heavying, and throwing in some specials when I can, and just kind of ignoring those disorients. But you can look, I got 8 of them, you know, so like I'm not being able to parry stun him. I do get to an L1, I'm like, I'm gonna throw that off, get some neuros on him, that should be helpful. And yeah, so we're gonna try to get this guy down. 4 neuros, he gets stunned with 1, he gets stunned again, and I think I just keep spamming the L1 because I feel like I'm just gonna get some more bleeds and stuff to work with, than trying to wait for the L2. But the neuros are working. We're about tied. He's a little bit less than me. I'm halfway through. I don't know why I just totally ate that heavy. Just blocking the L2s, just trying not to trigger Dexing as much as possible because I know I'm going to trigger his prompts in the anti-life field, and I just want to minimize the degen. I'll take the extra block damage from the disorient and whatnot, but I just don't want to Dex, because you Dex and you crit and then you get that removed. And so right here we're at 7%, he's at 7. I light him with an L1, and he goes almost right into me when a neuro is expiring, and I finish him off. So I got the soloed him on all fights. It's a pretty fun fight. You just never know with Mojo, with the RNG. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching, fellas, and I hope this helps some, and I'll see you guys in the next one.